of curriculum. Now, this topic focuses on the foundation of curriculum planning, which help educators understand the principles and beliefs behind curriculum decisions. So these foundations are important because they guide how curricula are designed, implemented, and evaluated in educational institutions. For the second slide po, sir, for the introduction, um, curriculum development is grounded on philosophy and theory. These foundations guide educational goals, content, teaching strategies, and assessment method. So, ang curriculum development ay hindi lamang simpleng paggawa ng subject lesson or activities, kundi ito ay isang maingat at sistematikong proseso na ginagabayan ng filosofiya at learning theories. And then, this philosophical and theoretical basis help educators answer important questions such as why do we teach these lessons? What contents is important and how should learning take place? So, without these pieces, yung curriculum development would lack directions and purpose. Kaya mahalaga na ang curriculum ay nakaangkla sa malinaw na paniniwala at teorya tungkol sa edukasyon at pagkatuto. Next slide po, sir. Yung sa educational philosophies naman and curriculum orientation, yung educational philosophies influence curriculum orientation and direction. Next is determine educational goals, guide content selections, influence teaching and learning strategies, and shape assessment practices. So yung educational philosophies, it plays a major role in shaping the orientation and directions of the curriculum. So, ibig sabihin, ang paniniwala ng isang educator tungkol sa natures of knowledge, like learners and society, ay direktang nakaapekto sa curriculum goals. So, kagaya ng content, teaching methods, at assessment. Halimbawa, kung ang teachers believes that education should develop moral values, then the curriculum will emphasize values educations. If the belief is that education should prepare learners for like real life situations, the curriculum will be more experiential and practical. So yun po yung educational philosophies and curriculum orientation po. Next slide po, sir. Yung sa major educational philosophies naman po is first, yung it has four major educational philosophies. First, idealism, realism, pragmatism, and existentialism. Yung sa idealism naman, it focus on moral and intellectual development. Ibig sabihin, it is focused on ideas, values, and moral development. Kaya sa curriculum, makikita natin ang discussion, literatures, philosophies, at character education. Yan po yung sa idealism. Yung sa realism naman, it emphasizes scientific and factual knowledge. Yung sa realism, it emphasizes factual and scientific knowledge. The curriculum is subject-centered and it is focused on science, math, and science, math, and observable realities. Yung sa pragmatism naman, at it promotes learning through experience. Ibig sabihin, it believes that the learnings happen through experience. Kaya, ang curriculum ay may hands-on activities kagaya ng problem solving solving tasks at ang real-life application. Yan po yung pragmatism. Existentialism, it values individual choice and self-direction. It is highlights individual freedom and choice. Dito, sa existentialism na to, dito is learner-centered ang curriculum at binibigyan ng pagkakataon ang students na pumili at magdesisyon para sa kanilang sariling learning. Yan po yung major educational philosophies. Next slide po sir is yung learning theories and curriculum implication po. First is learning theories explains how students learn and process information. They help educators design effective learning experience that match learners' needs and abilities. So dito naman sa learning theories and curriculum implication, learning theories explain how learners acquire knowledge and skills. These theories are very important in curriculum development because they help teachers decide how lessons should be taught and what strategies are effective. Each learning theory has implication on how content is organized, and so how lessons are delivered and how students are assessed. Kaya mahalaga ang curriculum na nakaayon sa tamang learning theory to ensure effective learning. Next slides is the major learning theories. Next slide is the major learning theories po, sir. Major learning theories, it have four major learning theories. Number one is the behaviorism, cognitivism, and humanism. First is behaviorism. Behaviorism, learning through repetition and reinforcement. As dito naman sa behaviorism, it is focused on observable behavior. Learning happens through repetitions like drills and reinforcement. Halimbawa nito yung memorization, practice test at kagaya na lang ng rewards for correct answer. Yun po yung behaviorism. Yung sa cognitivism naman, learning through mental process and understanding. So, it is focused on mental processes such as thinking, understanding, and problem solving. Ito po yung cognitivism. The curriculum emphasizes organizing ideas. So, the concept mapping and also the meaningful learning, yung cognitivism. Yung sa constructivism naman, learning through experience and collaboration. Ibig sabihin, it believes that the learners actively construct knowledge through experience. Kaya may mga group discussion na lang at mga projects like inquiry-based activities. Yung sa humanism naman, learning focus on personal growth and self-direction. It emphasizes personal growth and self-actualization. Dito mahalaga ang reflection, self-directed learning at emotional development ng learners. Next slide po, sir. Next is the critical and transformative curriculum perspective. This perspective views education as a tool for social change, promotes critical thinking, address social justice and equity, Next is encourage learner empowerment, and then connects learning to real life and social issues. Yung sa transformative curriculum naman is that critical and transformative curriculum perspective views education as a tool for social change. At nakapokus ito hindi lamang sa academic learning, kundi pati ang social awareness, justice, and empowerment ng learners. Yung students are encouraged to think critically, question social inequalities, and reflect on real-life issues. Halimbawa nito ang lesson about human rights, like environmental issues, yung gender equality, uh, community development, and then through this perspective, learners become active and responsible members of our society. And then the next slide is the importance in curriculum development. First, it provides clear purpose and directions. Next is ensure relevance to learners and society. And then promotes holistic and meaningful learning. Help educators make informed decision. So, mahalaga ang philosophical theoretical basis sa curriculum development dahil nagbibigay ito ng clear direction and purpose to ensure that learning is meaningful, relevant, and aligned with the needs of learners and society. Sa curriculum development, yung basis is help educators make informed decision about content selection um, like teaching strategies, assessment methods, and also they ensure that education is holistic and responsive to social and cultural change. And then the last one is our conclusion. Sa kabuuan, ang philosophical and theoretical basis ang nagsisilbing pundasyon ng curriculum development. Philosophical and theoretical basis serve as the foundation of curriculum development. They guide educators in designing curricula that are learner-centered, socially relevant, and responsive to the needs of society. And then the last one is strong curriculum begins with strong philosophical and theoretical grounded. So, dito sa philosophical and theoretical basis, they guide educators in creating curricula that are learner-centered, relevant, and transformative. So, without this foundation, ang curriculum ay magiging fragmented at walang malinaw na layunin, kaya bilang future educators and curriculum developers, it is important to understand and apply this philosophical and theoretical basis to create meaningful and educational experience. Yan lang po. Thank you po, sir. Yun lang po yung last slide ko po.
Okay, so philosophical and theoretical basis of curriculum. Again, curriculum development is deeply rooted in philosophical beliefs and educational theories that define the purpose of education. The role of the teacher and the nature of learning define the purpose of education. Educational philosophies such as essentialism, progressivism, constructivism, and humanism influence how our curriculum is designed and implemented in a real classroom setting. As a graduate students and educational professional, Understanding this philosophical and theoretical foundation enables you to make informed decisions when designing curriculum, selecting teaching strategies, and evaluating learning outcomes. And this perspective shape not only what we teach, but also why and how we teach it. So this discussion will help you connect theory to practice and excuse, and strengthen your role as reflective curriculum leaders, no? So the philosophical and theoretical basis of curriculum provide the intellectual framework that guides curriculum decisions, instructional strategies, and educational goals. Its philosophy offers a distinct perspective on learners' development and knowledge acquisition. For instance, constructivism emphasizes active learning and student engagement, which is reflected when teachers design project-based learning experiences that encourage critical thinking and problem solving. We as educational leaders and professors must be able to evaluate which philosophical approaches best align with their institutional vision and learner needs. Strong theoretical grounding ensures that curriculum decisions are intentional, evidence-based, and aligned with if desired educational outcomes. And this understanding strengthens your ability to lead curriculum innovation and promote meaningful and transformative learning experience. Okay?